Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the content that we're throwing up. And make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoy the video. And yeah, let's begin. What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and on today's episode of our Beyond Omega Level series, we are going to talk about a character that I've seen requested in the comments more than a few times, Quantum Superman. But as we get into a discussion of this character, it's going to become obvious that Quantum Superman is not technically a version of Superman as his name suggests, as he's not a version of Clark Kent, but rather the Earth 4 version of Alan Adam, who's better known by his superhero moniker, Captain Atom. Now, I have a video in this series on Captain Atom if you're unfamiliar with the character and want to know more about his origin and powers. So I'm not going to get too into the main version of the character here, but instead, we're just going to focus on the Earth 4 version. So this character was created by Grant Morrison and first appeared in Final Crisis Superman Beyond #1 in 2008. Now, this was a tie-in series that sees one of the multiverse's 52 monitors, Zilo Vala, recruit different Supermen from across the multiverse to battle the returning Mandrak, the Dark Monitor. Now, one of those Supermen is the Alan Adam of Earth 4, who's described as hailing from a condensed universe where the laws of physics are different. Now, we learn a little bit about his origin in Final Crisis Secret Files, where we literally get a blurb of information about him, including that he was an Air Force captain whose body disintegrated when an experimental engine depowered by a volatile element known as U-235 exploded. The particles of the U-235 fused with the particles that made up Adam's body, and he remakes himself into a new enhanced version of his prior self, which glows blue due to the radiation, which of course sounds nothing like Dr. Manhattan. Of course not. But basically, Quantum Superman is Grant Morrison's adaptation of Dr. Manhattan, which is an interesting concept considering that Dr. Manhattan was actually inspired by Captain Atom. But we also learn from the little bit of information that we're given that Quantum Superman is one of the most powerful beings in the entire multiverse. And because of this immense power, he's scared of what he has become and takes drugs to curb his quantum senses, which is a form of near omniscience that grants him knowledge unbound by time or space. Now, being under the influence of these power dampening drugs makes it possible for Adam to be largely controlled by his bosses in the military, which would not be possible if he were tapping into quantum senses. Quantum Superman, the only superpowered being on his Earth, goes on to join a team known as Pax Americana, designed to maintain peace and order in the United States, along with Peacemaker, Blue Beetle, The Question, and Nightshade. And so this is basically the Watchmen if the original plan of using Charlton characters instead of original characters had actually come to fruition. And so moving on to his powers, Quantum Superman is virtually omniscient and omnipotent. He's remarked that he observes the three-dimensional world in much the same way that we observe the two-dimensional worlds of comic books. He was also able to interface with the Ultima Thule's computer, a piece of monitor technology, and was able to process 100 yottabytes of information in seconds. I have no idea what yottabytes are, but it sounds like a lot. Adam is also able to create multiple copies of himself, much in the same way that Dr. Manhattan was able to do so, and he can also alter the size of himself as well as his copies. His most impressive power, however, is his ability to alter reality, which he claims to be able to do in 8 dimensions. And while we don't see many examples of this due to the limited number of appearances Quantum Superman has made, the fact that he is an advanced reality warper places him well beyond Omega level. Now, the most impressive feats that we do see Quantum Superman pull off occurs during the Final Crisis Superman Beyond miniseries when he fuses the personalities of Superman and Ultraman, the evil version of Superman from Earth 3, a feat that required an immense amount of energy. With the essences of those two Superman fused, they power the Cosmic Armor, or Thought Robot, which I've had a Beyond Omega level video on before, but is basically a robot that was built by the monitors to protect the multiverse from Mandrak, the ultimate evil. But the robot is fueled by the combined powers of Superman and Ultraman and runs on the concepts of duality, symmetry, probabilities, possibilities, and memories. The Cosmic Armor is said to exist in 4 dimensions, meaning that it is untethered by the laws of the 3-dimensional multiverse and is widely considered to be the most powerful version of Superman to ever exist. And none of it would have ever been possible without Quantum Superman being able to channel enough energy to combine the two opposing essences of Superman and Ultraman. Now, being as powerful as Quantum Superman does come with some drawbacks. I mentioned earlier that Alan Adam prefers to remain under the influence of power dampening drugs instead of face the reality of how powerful he is. But another side effect of his abilities is that he has lost touch with his emotions, even to the point that he no longer feels attraction for his dog. He even goes so far as to disassemble a dog telekinetically in a very disturbing scene, trying to find some reason within the dog to feel an emotional attachment to it. Man, that's messed up. Once he realizes that he's destroyed his beloved pet, he does begin to cry, so it seems that he can feel emotion to some degree. But the fact remains that being one of the most powerful entities in the multiverse takes an extremely high emotional toll on him. And yeah, that's pretty much everything to know about Quantum Superman, right? He's extremely powerful, but rarely used in DC Comics, really only showing up when Grant Morrison's writing stories about the multiverse. So if we're going to have a series on the most powerful characters in comics, the Quantum Superman of Earth 4 definitely makes the list. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments section. If you guys are new here to Comics Explained, make sure you guys hit the sub button to become part of the Rob Corps. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, and I will catch you all later. Peace.